If you're interested in the Kindle promotion, you've got to call in and you've got to provide a promotion code. And the promotion code is KDX78192. So again, call into the number, and the number is 877-896-3611, and tell them that you were on today's webinar, the Pulse webinar, and you wanted to go in the running for the Kindle draw, and give them the promotion code, which is KDX, Kilo Delta X-Ray, 78192. All right, so taking questions. John Marnie asks about local territories. John, I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you perhaps ask more detail, I'll try and answer it. Bill Blunden, can BESR images or other disk imaged files be stored in SOS for DER planning? Absolutely, Bill, you can do that. We don't recommend it though because they're so data intensive. Perhaps if it was static, then you could use a physical media upload to get them across to our data centers on a hard drive. And that would be the best way to do it. Jay Madron says, can you back up online data like Gmail, including contacts and calendar? No, Jay, you can't. Never had that question asked before. Andrew Vasquez says, what do I do to set up an account? Andrew, so you call in and just say you want to get started, say, on our Easy program. The Easy Start program is $250 a month, and that gets you a fully white label, fully branded solution. And I think it's 250 gigabytes of storage in the cloud. Yes, sorry, we just rolled that out recently. So ask about our Easy program. Obviously, as the more you buy, the better a deal you get. So our premium packages are a terabyte, and it's what most of our partners come in and do. Jeff Weber says, I don't think I heard an answer yet, but what about backing up live Exchange databases? I apologize, Jeff. I did say I was going to talk about that, and I ran out of time. Exchange is a curly one. I'll admit that. And it's difficult for us and for all of our competitors. So we've got Exchange backup technology, but what we've done is we've wrapped it up in a service called CES, Complex Environment Support. What CES is it's our professional services team offering support to a partner to manage a box. So basically, you've got a customer with a server. You turn over the backup management of that server to us, and we use Pulse, and we use our Exchange backup tool to monitor it, provide you with constant reporting on it, run the policies, run the backups, and make certain that everything's going right. In the case of recovery, you can do the recovery yourself, or you can use our CES team. We've had rave reviews from CES. Our guys are backup experts, and it's far easier for us to have a team of professional service engineers available to run backups and recoveries for you, I think. And we've had a lot of customers. So the way then our partners position that is they say to their customers, okay, for full server backup and management, pay me $100 a month for that server, and I'll manage that server. And we charge $25 a month per customer. So it's very affordable, and we'll do the full backup and disaster recovery management through CES on that device. Actually, for a full customer, it's a site license. So if you've got a customer with 4 servers, they'll do 4 servers for $25 a month as well. Okay, Dean Kelly says, what was that phone number for the Kindle? Phone number is 877-896-3611. James Chadwick, do you cover SYS, State, SQL, QuickBooks? No, yes, and yes, in that order. Bill Blunden, you're going to talk about how it works with Exchange. Yep, I think I covered that, Bill. Bob Ellison, does your software conflict with other apps which use the VSS engine, such as Backup Assist or Backup Exec System Recovery? No, Bob, it doesn't. In fact, we use Backup Assist ourselves sometimes in our CES team. So depending on which environment we come across, we've got a partnership with Backup Assist as well as Microsoft and Dell and a bunch of others. So we can bring other technology solutions to bear when necessary. Bob McConnell, do resellers compete with your retail backup solutions? What is your retail pricing versus resellers? Bob, no, not really. You can check out our retail pricing on our website, but I mean, most of our business comes through the channel and through our resellers. Andrew Vasquez, is this program HIPAA compliant? Yes, Andrew. So remember when I talked about the unlimited versioning and the archiving? Both of those are critical to HIPAA compliance, as well as the 3-tiered security system, our ultra-safe encryption system, which is private key-based. So only the person with the private key can access the data. Nobody at SOS could ever access it. Bill London says, a few of my clients have MS Small Business Server. Does this pose a problem? No, Bill, SBS is something we come across all day long. Matt McGlone, can you do a complete Windows Server restoration with an online backup? Matt, technically it's possible. In practicality, bandwidth is always a problem. So you would normally do a local restore off a blank image and then use your online backup to recover down your data. That would be the most common deployment pattern. Dylan Simmons says, I'm a small consulting business. What, if any, entry-level packages are available to break into online offering? Dylan, ask about our Easy 250 program. So Easy 250, it's easy, it's, easy. The whole idea is you can get you into the market very quickly and inexpensively. It's $250 a month. You get a fully white-labeled solution for your brand. We can have you in the market next week. So why wait? Victor Hurtado says, can you repeat the code for the Kindle? Yes, the Kindle code is KDX, that's Kilo Delta X-Ray, 78192. Dean Kelly, how does SOS determine what has changed in a file? It seems that must be a huge time-consuming part of the backup. Dean, not really. We use a combination of hashing and the date last modified flag in the operating system. So it's actually it does a very, very quick scan. And Andrew Vasquez says, what about online EHR systems? You talk electronic health record systems, is that what you mean there, Andrew? Jordan Young says, can I get Ken's email? You can all have my email. It's ken.shaw@sosonlinebackup.com. ken.shaw@sosonlinebackup.com. Love to get your feedback. Okay, all right, we're running out of questions there. I have a question for everybody in the audience. What is stopping you from becoming an SOS partner today? So we had nearly 100 people here in the webinar. What's stopping you from calling in right now and becoming a partner? That's really what I want to know. I want to make this process as simple and easy for our partners as possible. We've got a few existing partners here today, yeah, what's stopping you? What's holding you back? And while you all type your comments on that, Gary Folks asks, how long does it take backing up a 1 gigabyte over a T1? Gary, it depends on the type of the file. So with a T1, T1 is going to, it really depends on the type of the file because it really depends on the compressibility of the content. So where you're dealing with, say, a gigabyte of music, which is already very strongly compressed, you're not going to, it's going to be a full raw gigabyte. So it's just your bandwidth in kilobits divided by 8 to get it by kilobytes, and then factor that into the number of kilobytes you're shipping. Where you've got compressible content, a major variable is the compressibility of it. So database files, for example, will usually compress down to 5% of their total size. If you've got access, it's a 1 gigabyte access file, that's usually going to compress down to 50 megabytes, and it's going to go in a matter of minutes. So data compressibility is a major variable. All right, so we've got a bunch of feedback here. Thomas Betts, actually I won't read out names on the feedback, I'll just read out the feedback. So the expense before income. Yeah, Thomas, I mean, any business venture, you're going to face that. You've got to buy stock to sell stock. But I think given the success everybody's having in the market, and given you can start as low as $250 for your first month, if you go and sell one customer, you'll be making $500 a month. So, you know, I think it's not a lot of expense before income. It's hardly anything at all. All right, so we've got some other comments here. Reason stopping me, unsure if I can land any clients. Okay, so let's get your clients on the phone with our partner specialists. So call up one of the partner specialists and conference in a customer, and let's close them together. That's what our sales team does. They do it once you become a partner. Be happy to do it, you know, once you're, even before you're a partner. Somebody else says, already know Mosey, new learning curve. Well, if you know Mosey, then you'll know the problems they've got. So I recommend you come and learn what we've got here at SOS. I hope this webinar helped. And, you know, please attend other webinars in the future if you want to learn more about technology. What is the training program? The training program is, so we run training every single day, and there are 3 streams. There's sales training, technical training, and support training. That sales training leverages heavily our Partner Resource Center and all the tools that we've got in the PRC for our partners, which is great stuff. Someone's asking about non-compete. If we can, I need more detail on that question. It just says non-compete question mark. I have customers using other online backup like Iron Mountain, and some even use Carbonite, bracket yuck, quote unquote. For the record, that's not my yuck. That's the person typing the comment. So if you've got customers with online backup tools, then you can migrate them across to our system, or you could just, as a partner, just bring all your new customers onto our system. Still need to do our own testing, price comparison with Mozy. We will be much cheaper than Mozy will be with 48 nodes because of their license fees. So I can short-circuit that for you. Basic documents, I don't know what that means, from Gary Folks. Another comment here, still in the process of starting my business. I'm currently writing out my business plan and figuring out pricing. Okay, cool. Call in and talk to our partner specialist and ask about two things. One's an ROI model, and the second is the pricing guide. ROI models where our team will ask you a few questions and give you a really clear-eyed view of whether you can make money in online backup. It's free of charge. It takes 15 minutes. I really recommend you do that. And the second thing is ask for a copy of our pricing guidelines. That'll give you a better sense of what you can price your product at to be competitive in your market. I recommend everybody on the phone call do two things when they call in for the Kindle. So three things: call in for the Kindle, one, and then two, ask about the PRC and maybe looking at the pricing guidelines, but three, getting an ROI model. Gregory Moscoa says, I'm not the decision maker. Okay. Just looking at the technology. Okay, fair enough. We've got some other comments here. Not really sure how the numbers will work, even with Easy 250. Okay, that's what the ROI model is all about. So call in and talk to a partner specialist and get them to just do up a quick ROI model for you. Okay, got some people who want to do testing in their own environment. Sure. I recommend you speak to John Wagner, our Chief Sales Engineer, and he can help coordinate any sort of test that you need. This hashing, etc., seems to take a very long time when we're backing up multi-gig files. The issue is mainly with Outlook PST files. Are you using our product or with some other product? It might not be. It might be the actual binary extraction, not the hashing. I think it's probably more likely to be the compression and encryption. Okay. All right. Some more comments here. Victor Hurtado says, Ken, I'm sorry, I think I missed the answer to Apple support. Victor, we do support backing up from Apple devices. We've got a native iPhone client and a native iPad client. For Apple workstations, you've got to do it using NFS, the network file share system. There's got to be a Windows device somewhere on that network. So with those caveats, yes, we support backing up Apple. Okay. Okay, how long is training for a partner? Is a question here from John Marnie. It's as long as you like, John. I mean, we offer training every day, and you can attend as many of them as you like. But I mean, you'd normally be up and running within a couple of weeks. Bob McConnell says, sold. All right, Bob, I'll be looking for your name up on the sales board. Bob, seriously, I hope you do call in and join the program. We'd love to have you as one of our partners. Okay. Matt McGlone says, a few reviews of your application on the web state that your upload process to the cloud is slow and does not include a completion time indicator. What is your response to this? Firstly, I say that's rubbish, Matt. I know those reviews exist, but it's rubbish. We are the fastest